To find the value of x, we again need to set up a proportion. So look, I have a big triangle here and a little triangle here, and you see that the base of the big triangle is 10, so we can say 10 over this base of the little triangle is 4. And notice that the 2x plus 10 is on the right side of this triangle, and the x plus 3 is on the right side of this triangle. So let's put the big triangle on top, just like we did for the base, over x plus 3. And now we're going to have to use the distributive property in order to cross multiply. So what we're doing is distributing 10 to the x, so that gives us 10x. And 10 times 3 is going to give us a positive 30. And that's going to equal 4 times 2x plus 10. So we need to distribute the 4, and that turns into an 8x. And 4 times 10 is 40. All right, let's get our x's together. So that gives us 2x plus 30 equals 40. And let's subtract 30 to both sides, leaving us with 2x is equal to 10. Divide both sides by 2. X is equal to 5. All right, so we need to determine where the two triangles are in number 25. There's one big triangle here and one little triangle here. So let's redraw those so you can see exactly what we have. On the little triangle, we have an 8 base and an x as a side. And on the big triangle, we have 20 as the base and x plus 4. Both of these would be over here on this side. So let's set up our proportion with our matching parts. So I'm going to do little over big, and I see my little base is 8, my big base is 20. And now I'm going to look at my little side. I've got an x over here and an x plus 4 on the big one. So now I'm going to cross multiply, leaving me with 20x is equal to, and we're going to distribute this. Whoops, that's not a pencil. We're going to distribute this right here to the x plus 4, because when I cross multiply here, so that leaves me with 8x. And 8 times 4 is 32. So now I need to get my x's together, so I'm going to subtract 8x to both sides, which leaves me with 12x is equal to 32. 32 divided by 12. It's not pretty, but x is 2.6666 repeating, so the 6 makes the second one turn up 1, so 2.67 is your final answer on that one. Okay, so we have a big triangle here, and we have a little triangle here. So let's redraw a little triangle, and let's redraw the big triangle so we can tell which parts go with what. So the big triangle, we have a 16 down here, and this right here indicates that it has a whole side of 20. So now looking at the little triangle, this is 12, and this is x. So we'll just set the matching parts together. So we're going to do little over big. So I'm going to take x, and its match is 20 over here, is equal to 12 on the little triangle. Its match is 16 over here. So now we're going to cross multiply. So 16x is equal to 20 times 12, which equals 240. Divide both sides by 16. 240 divided by 16 gives me x is equal to 15. Okay, so 27 has a big triangle here, and it has a little triangle here. So let's separate those. I've got a little triangle and a big triangle. And so on the big triangle, I notice I have this whole length would be 4 plus x. So I have to add, I gotta add those two terms together. And the bottom part is 5 plus 12, which is 17. So looking at my little triangle, I have that side matches with x right here, and this part right here would be 12. So let's set up big over little. So on this triangle, 4 plus x, its match is x. And then if I'm doing big over little, 17 would be here, and its match would be 12. So cross multiply, giving me 17x is equal to, and I'm going to distribute, so 12 times 4 is 48, and 12 times x is 12x, so let's get our x's together. And 17 minus 12 gives us 5, so we've got 5 x's left over. I'm going to put the work up here. 5x is equal to 48. Divide both sides by 5. 48 divided by 5 gives us 9.6.